Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Today is the replay cast of the Game 1 of the GOBBLN Proving Grounds Finals. It's my team, Along Came a Spider versus Fat Zombies, King's Grasping Servants. Again, this is the best 2 of 3 series. This is Game 1. This is probably my best chance to steal a win because he, at this point, only has 1 tackle that he picked up after a semifinal game when he saw he was playing Elves. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but that's the way playoffs work. You kind of tailor your team to the next team. This is going to be my best chance to get a win. I also had 200K in inducements. I picked up a Wizard and a Babe. You can see my team's got 2 loners. I almost always have 2 loners, 2 to 4 loners in this squad all season. It's been an extremely, like I said, GOBBLN's super bashy, and I think the reason it's super bashy is because of the playoff system. The final game is a 2 of 3 series, which favors bash teams. Blitz is good. That's a good start. So I have the Wizard. If I can get that, ball's not in a great spot for a blitz because I can't control it. So I can't catch it and control it. But it does let me get around his team. If I can get around here, set up a little bit of a screen and get down there next turn or make him crash back, then I can put pressure on him and hopefully I can get a goal. Worst comes to worst, I can use my Wizard and pop it out. I would like, when I get a blitz, I prefer not to use my Wizard if I can help it. So I'm going to move up here, move my guys into a screen. I hit him with the Mighty Blow, but of course just get a block. Both down. We just kind of stare at each other, which means that my AV7, AG5 Mighty Blow piece is in contact. This guy, he's fragile because of his AV7, so I'm worried about him, especially since he doesn't have dodge. So I'm going to crash hard to the right and bring him to the left just to try and get maybe something to think about. I'm going to put my whole team. I'm going to go hard after this ball. There's no point in half-assing it, 'cause if I half-ass it, then he'll just control up here, go back with the ball, and come get me. So I got to go at it and make him commit to coming to me, and then hope that my agility will let me get around him. He's going to come blitz me with his strength 4 piece. He does that a lot. I don't know why he puts the assist in for his AG 4 piece. I think that's just habit, or a strength 4 piece. I think that's just habit, but he didn't need to do that. First block of the game is an injury on my brand new rookie blitzer, Prowling. Awesome. So I am already at 10 players for the rest of the game, so I'm going to be at a minus advantage. He's going to pop me over here with right-handed kick 2-0, and the loner goes out. So now I'm at 9 players, and I haven't played yet. Well, to my blitz. But I have not moved, and I'm already down 2 players. First 2 blocks of the game, so this is going to be good. You can see that it doesn't matter what I do, I'm never going to get the player advantage. I may get the player advantage in the drive, but not overall because his bench is so deep. So being down 2 pieces to start the game is really a rough start, especially since this guy doesn't have Mighty Blow. It's like I've mentioned it numerous times, that if Undead is removing you without Mighty Blow and Dirty Player, then you're in trouble because they have so much Mighty Blow. Like he's got 4, and 2 of them have Piling On. They hit so hard anyway that when you start getting these extra hit removals, it can be tough. But I'm Elf, so I don't need a full team. It helps to have a full team, of course, but I don't need a full team. And also, I played nothing but Bash for, what, 15 games in a row now, so, I mean, I'm going to take a beating. I've been taking a beating all season, so I've been learning how to play this game with loners and down pieces again. He fails the pickup, which is good. Uses the reroll, which is good because he carries 4, so that's not right. But that bounce is brutal because I actually cannot physically reach it. I'm 1 square short, and also on the other side of that zombie. So that bounce could have been a lot better for me. It wasn't. I'm going to move this guy off of my Witch, hit him with the Mighty Blow piece. Hopefully I get a gratuitous removal, but I just push him, unfortunately. Looking for a KO there for my Mighty Blow. And then I'm going to put the Witch right there. I'm going to take his GFI and put him right on that guy because if he doesn't protect him, then I can then surf him the next turn. We'll move the blodge piece out. We'll try and screen off these guys so they don't help. This is trying to make this guy do a dodge this way to just get around. And same thing we're going to bring over here. We're going to try and screen off these guys as much as humanly possible, or as dark elfily possible. I don't know if that's a word. Do a dodge, try to tie up this Dirty Player again. Just trying to get in the way. Try to protect this piece so I can one-on-one this ghoul is my hope. I'm going to dodge away there with the blodger. I'm putting him there, or putting him here. Because I want to stop. I don't want this guy to come over and pop this guy or pop this guy. She can actually be surf. So the reason I did that was he could just, because he can, as of right now, it's a 1 die. 1 die into her, push her that way. And then he could have blitzed in there and surfed her. I didn't want to do that. Or this Mighty Blow piece could just fucking get an assist from here and then hit my AG5 piece. So I had to have that. I had to stop this guy. That's why I did that GFI. So now I'm down to 2 rerolls. Loner does a thing. I just put him there because I wanted to stop this guy from getting him back. I wanted to stop reinforcements back as much as possible. and a loner facing a zombie is probably the best I can do in that regard. Brings back one of his hitters. They're both exactly the same. And he's going to tie up this guy. He's going to surround him. And bring back his mummy. Bringing back the mummy is good. Like if you get mummies to start going backwards, you're doing all right. Because they're so slow, they get out of position that if I get them to pull back, then even if he gets the ball and secures back, I can kind of get in front of him a lot easier. So pulling them back and separating them, this is good. Like I would be as an undead coach myself, I'd be uncomfortable if my mummies this far apart. Knocks down my blodger because blodge does nothing, as we have well documented. He's going to push around my other blodger. I got lots of blodgers. I don't have lots. I don't have enough, but I got 3 on the pitch right now. So your player's going to come back there and is going to provide an assist with the GFI to the witch. So all he's got to do is hit me with that guy. He needs a both down or a pow. He gets both down, but that would have knocked him out. So pushes her back, picks up the ball, no problem. I would have loved a 1 and 9 right there because that ball could have gone out of bounds. And then GFI, no issues, man. And then we'll do another GFI and get next to our guard piece. Makes sense to me. But he's leaving me a hit right there. All I got to do is do an assist, and then my tackle piece can get up and pop him. I need to put him an assist here or here. Either one is fine. So I'm going to ring around this witch. I'm going to use her because I might want to, if the ball's in a good spot, I want to score with her. So we'll get up there. We'll come up here. We'll come back there, and we'll pop this guy. We'll knock him down. That's awesome. We're looking for a good bounce. Somewhere right here would be awesome. Right here would be awesome. Because then I could have just gone through and picked it up, but it didn't work. So went straight to the witch. Now I have to protect that witch as much as possible. So I'm moving these guys around, and I'm doing them kind of one at a time because I only have 2 rerolls left, and I have to be careful about using them. And I'm just going to try and get around her as best I can. I'm trying to stop this witch. I probably should have put this witch right here. That probably would have made more sense to get this tackle piece out of the way. Because right now all he's got to do is clear this piece and then go hit her. Especially since they failed the dodge. And I can't do much about that. If I failed dodge against tackle. Chose not to reroll it and then got punished for it. Because I only have 2 rerolls left in his turn 2. So now I have moved twice and I am already down 3 pieces. So this is not starting out well. But I have the ball in his zone. So maybe I can get a goal out of this. Get those KOs back. Pop the blodger, or the dodger, excuse me, with Mighty Blow because that's what he does. He rolls pows. Gets the guard piece in up next to the witch. Which means that now he can now 2-die with this cat. All he's got to do is move him over there and blitz him with the tackle piece. His only tackle is this mummy, or this zombie, excuse me. I always mix up zombies and mummies. And he's going to bring this guy back farther. I don't know that I would have done that. Brings him in for the assist, but he doesn't need the assist. Doesn't need the guard piece because he already had one. Especially if he's attacking from there. Knocks her down, and she gets removed. So now I've moved twice, and I'm down 4 pieces. So this is not starting out well, even a little bit. I'm losing 2 pieces a turn, essentially. Ball is not in a great spot, but it's not in a bad spot either. To get that ball out, I'm basically looking at, I'm going to need to do a wizard. And my plan here, I think, looking at it right now, and it took me a little while to figure this out, so I'm speaking fast, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to assist this guy, put an assist right here. I'm going to wizard this fucking guard piece, and then I'm going to blitz this guy off and then move him over here, and then I can just go pick up the ball. That's going to be my plan. He's going to do a push down here on Jumping Spider. Try and get that last 2 SPP for that guy and get a level. Here comes the wizard. Boom, that works. I get the guard piece off because otherwise this assist would only give me a 1-die here. Move this guy back here. I should put him right here. So I moved him there against the sideline in the end zone. And the reason I did that was because I'm like, well, I'm going to hand him the ball. I'm going to try and score right now this turn because I want to get these KOs back. Otherwise, I'm just going to get fucking wrecked. So I would need to blitz this guy off and then go over here and then go pick 3+2+, pick up the ball and then give it to him. That's what I would need to do. Pop him just to push, but that's all I really need. And then I decided to pick up the ball, which I didn't want to do. Like when I did the blitz, it took me 4 minutes to use this turn. When I did the blitz, I totally forgot that I wanted to pick it up with her instead of him. So I was like, oh, it's 2+, and I just did it on autopilot, which screwed me because the witch got out there first of all, and that's nice. I was more worried about securing the ball than I was about scoring the touchdown, which I kind of needed to take a risk and do both. And the reason it's bad because once he blitzes, he can't hand the ball off. So he picked up the ball. Now this guy's in prime surfing positions. All this guy's got to do is go there and hit him with a 2-die. Especially if he can't get to the ball, which I just did an effective job of screening it, which basically dooms Tarantula. Tarantula's 100% going to get surfed now because I have a nice screen of Elves, so he can't get to the ball this turn. So what if you can't get to the ball, you hit what you can. The best target you can is Tarantula, who was AV7. So I'm not. This was a mistake. That was a misplay on my part. He either should have been here, or I should have picked up with the witch and tried to score right away. Mighty Blow hit on wall, knocks him down. Doesn't care about blodge because he double piled him, and then piles on. Pile on doesn't work that time, thankfully. Every team I've played, especially late in the season and in the playoffs, has had pile on, usually multiple pile-on pieces. Man, it's frustrating. He's going to go through, he's going to pop Tarantula just like I said he was. Get the pow with Spider. Spider is do everything fucking ghoul. And Tarantula gets KO'd. So now I'm down 5 pieces on my turn 3. Oh, turn 4. This is not going well. This is like I should be able to score here, but I'm going to need all these KOs to come back. The good news is if they all come back, they're all safe from sweltering heat. So this isn't dire straits as of yet. He's got very important pieces on the pitch, so if I can score and I get lucky with sweltering heat, I might be able to stop him from scoring back. Then I'll go into the second half with a 1-0 lead, which is really the hope. So I'm gonna score here, hope I get my KOs back, and look for some good sweltering heat rolls. Get that removal. He's gonna KO him right there, Acropolis, but that means he's safe from the heat and he can come back. I have nothing to do here because I've only got 6 Elves on the pitch, really, and nobody's in a good spot. I don't want to roll dice. I don't have to, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the 1 in 36 away and go ahead and score. So I'm going to be up 1-0. That's a good start. We're going to really need sweltering heat and the KOs to help me out here if I'm going to hold him. If it stays the way it is, then I'm in trouble. So here we go. 1-0. 3 of the 4 KOs come back. That's pretty good. I had a babe, so that's pretty solid. The witch stays out, which kind of sucks. And a blodger takes the heat. It's okay. His heat did nothing to him. Three zombies. Like, so what? He had 4 in the box. So he's still at 100%. And these zombies make 0 difference to the game. So the heat hurts me more than it hurts him. So that's not ideal. It's not ideal. But he's got guys on to get heat again. Throw a rock. Oh, man. Black Widow. Hopefully she just gets stunned and we'll be okay. Not good. Have to use the Apothecary. I get the permanent injury sound, but it's a casualty. It's a substitution. So she's gonna. That happens sometimes. They have these weird boxes. So she's over here, but she's actually over here. She's okay. So good news is, well, looking for good news is I had to use my Apothecary on a rock, and I even get hit by somebody. So now I'm just fucking hemorrhaging pieces. The good news is all of his important pieces are still on the pitch. The bad news is if he scores, which he's going to score, like I can't stop him essentially. I only have 2, 4, 7 pieces. I'm down 4 right now. Now I'm down 5 because Jumping Spider took an injury, and I'm out the Apo, so he's gonna score. So it's kind of bad because I need if all these guys take the sweltering heat on the turn 8 touchdown. Then I got turn 8. They're all safe for the second half kickoff. So it's really not good. I'm really not in a good spot right now. It feels bad. So what I really need is I need the sweltering heat to not affect him too badly. Maybe a couple zombies after he scores, and then the second half sweltering heat to take out like both mummies and a white or something like that to really decimate his team. And that's basically what I'm looking at for this team. I'm gonna receive the ball in the second half, but if I don't get pieces back, the most I can get back is these 3. And if sweltering heat hurts me, then I'm in trouble. So it does, like I'm up 1-0, but I don't feel very good about my chances right now. But I gotta figure out a way. Like I said, this is my best chance to win a game. So if I don't win this game, then it's gonna be tough for me. Go ahead and pop that guy. With my Mighty Blow, trying to get some kind of removal. Of course, that didn't work, so I'm going to go protect my AP7 piece. I believe the rest of this drive is basically going to be me trying to protect my pieces and not get too fucking murdered by all these Mighty Blow pieces. Like, I'm not really a fan of the way he built these whites. Like, one of them, yeah, absolutely. But I think one of them should have been Mighty Blow piling on tackle, or Mighty Blow tackle piling on. And the other guy should have been Mighty Blow guard and then tackle. I don't like... People love piling on guys, and if you're a removal team like you are with Undead, I can see that. But you've seen my Undead and Death video. I don't like to have multiple piling ons. I like to have just the one guy, and then use my dirty players, my zombies, to remove the other ones. But you can see his lack of tackle. If these guys had tackle, they'd be fucking frightening. They're already removing pieces the way they are. Well, if one of those guys had tackle, I'd really be worried about him. I'm going to kind of screen my guys off. I'm going to do my best to make something happen. I'm looking for a big removal on his team. I can't stop him. I'm just kind of getting out of his way. Because I don't have any other plays. I got to protect the piece. I can't go down any more pieces. If I go down any more pieces, this game is effectively over. It's already looking pretty dire, but if I go down any more pieces, then it's 100% over. So I'm gonna try to protect my pieces and see if I can get a pick on something important. Let's see what he does with these guard pieces. I have 0 guard, of course. He has 3 guard. That's just kind of elf life. They don't have very much guard. And when you get guard, you kind of like, you live like, this is awesome. He's gonna come through and pop me. Hits a blodger, does not knock him down, thankfully. That's kind of a small miracle there. He's going to pass, so I'm thinking I can hit this right now. I can get a Mighty Blow hit on this guy. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to assist this loner. I need this loner to work. I need him to at least push this guy or knock him down, be the best. Push is fine. We'll push him there. All right, now I have 1-2 assists. I can put a guy here and then come through and hit with my Mighty Blow piece. And maybe I can knock down a fucking mummy. If I get this mummy out of the game, man, that's a game changer. We might be in the game. So this is a big deal. It's a big hit. Let's push. I'm going to re-roll it because I really need to remove him. I also don't need to save my re-rolls for the one turn because I can't really one turn as Dark Elves. Get the hit, but no damage. I needed a 10. I got a 7. It's really hard to one turn as Dark Elves. You need to use both your frenzy pieces, or you need all 11 pieces. It's very difficult. Very difficult. And since I'm already down so many pieces, I'm already down these 2 for sure. Then I'm thinking the one turn is pretty unlikely. He's going to use this mummy to come in and protect this mummy, which makes sense because he's like, well, I don't want them to get hit by Mighty Blow again. That doesn't make sense. And he's right. He needs to not let his guys get hit by Mighty Blow. Other than that, he's just moving guys into positions to protect him. If I were him, I wouldn't even mind. I might have stepped on that loner. Let's see if he wants to. You don't usually step on loners, of course, but his bench is so deep and he's already got such player advantage. The number 1 rule when you're ahead is get more ahead. So he's got the player advantage. I don't think stepping on a loner is actually a bad play at all since he's crucial to my team right now. Like, the loners are sticking to the field. I need them. He's going to come through. He's going to pop my dodger, which is best case scenario, I guess. But of course he knocks him down. And piles on. Pile on animation is so cool for these guys. Doesn't do anything. So he's going to come over and foul him with this guy. He's going to come foul this guy. He's not going to foul. All right, so same as before. I'm gonna try and get a Mighty Blow hit on this guy. Now it can only be a 1 die, but I might as well take that risk. I have noticed in GOBBLN, going back to this, let's do this 1 die. I have to use my reroll there because I can't take a Mighty Blow hit to my best player. Knock him down. Don't get the 136 thankfully, but no damage. I have noticed that coaches in GOBBLN don't like to foul too much, unless they are also in Rebel. Rebel is really a heavy fouling league. It's abnormal, actually. If you play in the Rebel and you're like, man, I foul all the time, most leagues don't foul this heavy. Pat Zombie, in addition to being a really excellent coach, is a really good dude. He's a really good dude personally. He only fouls when it's strategically important. So far. Like in Rebel, that guy would 100% gotten fouled. In Ariel, that guy would have gotten fouled. So I was expecting it, or this one, either one of them. Especially since his bench is so deep. He only does it, and it makes sense. Like the way he does it is smart. Like he only fouls. I think actually in the REL, people foul too aggressively. and it costs them more often than not. Like it's you foul and you get sent off. You get out of position to foul. People are too aggressive with fouling in the REL, and it costs them a lot. Fat Zombie does a really good job of picking his spots where he fouls. Excuse me, and only does when it's super important. So to come through, he's going to pop me with Mighty Blow. And of course, that time he hits the Blodger with 3 die, knocks him down. That's no good. Pile on, of course, because it's turn 8. There's no reason not to. And then go score. And go do a little dance. I think that's foolish. People do little dances, but they like it, so whatever. So I need him to not be affected by the heat. I would like to be affected as much as possible by the heat, so my guys are safe for the second half kickoff, because the second half is really more important than this turn 8. He lost a Mummy, which is not actually good, because that means he's safe from the heat next turn. That's all he lost. That's good. I lost a Nobody, so that is actually bad for me. And my KO didn't come back, so that's okay, because that means she can't be affected by the heat, and hopefully I get her back. This is bad. I needed... ideally I would have like all but the loners and in a dream world it would have been everybody had been knocked out for the heat except for this guy, and this guy. Or even just like one of the loners. So that's not really ideal. I don't have enough pieces to do a one-turner or to reroll. I'm down 3. I don't have any move 8 guys, otherwise I could try it. So we're just going to go ahead and try and get Mighty Blow. I got 2 Mighty Blow hits. Let's go ahead and hit some mummies and hope we get some SPP. Like, I'm not, even if I remove all 3 of these guys, he's got 3 guys in the wings right there, so that doesn't matter. I'm just going to try and get some gratuitous SPP and maybe throw a pass. That's going to be all up, and then we're going to hope that the heat is kind in the second half. That's really my only hope, because I'm already down so many pieces. Quick snap, whatever. Move that one guy. This is a big deal. That guy's guaranteed to be for the second half. I can hope that the rest of these guys all get out. These 4 pieces all fucking take the heat. He's doing it. I'm going to do some hits. She gets 2. Sweltering heat on a 2+. Knock down some zombies, kind of irrelevant. Let's go in and get this one SPP Vanity Pass, because why not? Get in that guy, because maybe he gets an MVP. That'd be great. We'll just get 1 SPP. Just kidding. If you see my streams, you know that I cannot pass as Elves. I cannot pass as Elves. I don't know what it is. All right, so this is crucial. This heat roll is fucking crucial. We need it to really affect him and not affect me. Let's see how bad he's going to get hit. 1 zombie, that's it. Just 1 zombie, so none of his star pieces out. How am I doing? Oh, nice. 2 Blodgers and a loner, and my KO didn't come back. So I am going to start the second half with 5 Elves on the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one of them's a loner. So this is about worst case scenario, man. About worst case scenario. But just puts that mummy back on the pitch, and then nothing's really gone. The blitz in the very beginning went well for me. After that, nothing has gone well. I can tell you in game, I was salty for a bit. At this point, when this happened, I was just resigned to losing. But I'm still going to make a go at it. Look at the way it's setting up. My thought is I need to pick a side and then hit it really hard. And then maybe if I can knock this guy down and then use my... This is going to be tricky. So I'm going to try and hit this guy and then use my 3 Elves right here to screen and put the other guy, the 4th guy, probably the Witch, back here as a ball carrier. So use the AG5 guy, pick up the ball wherever it is, throw it to her, set up the screen and get her behind. So I'm trying to score and get a reroll on the heat. Pitch and vision, I only have 4 or 5 pieces, so it could hurt me, but it's probably going to be worse against him because he's got more players. We both lost 2, but 2 for him is less than 20%. 2 for me is 40%. So I only have 3 Elves in the pitch. So my plan to just I was going to 1-die this guy and then to move around him with all these guys is over. I need a new plan. I need a new plan. And also, the other bad news is the kick went to the worst possible fucking spot for me. That's all my movement to get into that ball. So that's not good, man. So now I have to abandon the plan to score super fast. And I have to go secure the ball because it's such a fucking horrible spot. So that second half has just been fucking horrible. The heat was horrible. The kickoff event was horrible. The kick was horrible. And then, of course, I get a burner reroll and picking up. So this is If I wasn't salty before, I'm salty now. I'm salty now. He's just going to go in, surround these guys. I mean, can he even get a hit on these guys? They're so far away. Again, this game was my best chance to steal a victory and force game 3. Because if he gets any development, it's going to be worse for me. He doesn't have any levels yet, and he hasn't won yet. He hasn't won this game yet. It's not looking good. It's looking pretty grim. Looking really grim. But we're not out of it yet. So he's going to go through, and he's going to hit this guy, which is weird because if he hits this guy, that would have worked. Because this guy's got dodge. I don't know why he chose him, probably because of the block, but he could have hit that loner, and that loner would be knocked down right now. That'd be even worse for me. He's going to come through. He's going to foul the witch, which is 100% the right call. It's exactly what I would do. Gets the armor break on the AV7. Gets sent off, so maybe that's a break. I take the stun, but the dirty player's off, so that's kind of a break. And I KO'd somebody, so he's down to 9. He's down to 9. It's 9 on 4. 9 on 5 now. I do have one guy stunned. So what do we do now? We're going to try and dodge through this guy. That's a 3+ dodge. That's a 3+ dodge. This is a 2+ dodge, and then I fail that one. I fail the easiest one, of course. My plan is I'm going to get behind him, and I'm going to use my AG5 guy to get as close as possible and throw it over these guys' head and potato this guy and hope for God he doesn't get knocked down. Go up there, throw it. Intercept fails. Pass is good. It's a 3+ pass. AG5 is solid. Now I need to stop this guy from getting to me. I'm going to go up there because I'm trying to use him to get his blitz over here. I'm going to try and stop this guy from going to attack me. I'm trying to stop this guy from going to attack me. And I only have 2 free elves. So I mark up the 2 biggest hitters, the 2 biggest threats. And hope for the best, man. I'm hoping for like quad pushes or something. All he's got to do is clear this guy, which is pretty easy. Maybe that's like a double skull or something. Like I need to make him roll dice and hope for the best. Hopefully he doesn't fucking get this guy down. A push, that's the skull and a push would have been perfect over here. But he pushes that guy off, so now he's going to go hit him with the guard piece. He's going to move the mummy first. If he knocks me down, my chances go from slim to just about impossible. But let's see if he gets pushes. Fails the GFI, that's awesome. Uses one of his 4 fucking rerolls, and then gets the GFI, and then knocks me down. He's going to put me in the middle of his guys, of course. That's exactly what I would do. Armor break, of course, because why not? And then he picked up the ball. He says his name is Nuffle Hate Me, but that is not true. Nuffle's hate is on the other side today, for sure. All right, so he's going to go through and move in. This is nothing good is happening here. He's going to go ahead and push Wall Spider around. Doesn't get the knockdown, thankfully. That's good. So that's positive. Doesn't step on. He doesn't have any to step on it with. I'm going to get her up. I'm going to try and dodge her out. So I'm just going to try and surf this guy so I can get one more off the pitch. But I failed the 3+ dodge. It's a 3+, 2+, into a 1 die, into a 2 die. I was like, my thought was I'll get this guy off the pitch, and then he'll be down 3, and I'll lower the advantage, and then maybe he's got less pitch control. Maybe I can get to that ball on a cage dive or something. Was my thought, but of course I failed the 3+ dodge with a 2 and a 1, and 1 and 9'd it. So she's on her face again, the Black Widow. Jump up's actually useful in this situation because then she's gonna have full movement. He's just gonna go ahead and set up a screen and put his guy into a nice secure cage. He's going to go there. He should go one more spot, get into that cage, but he doesn't want to. Doesn't want to rest the GFI. He's going to do kind of a loose cage, looks like. That's weird. Go through him. I don't know why he's protecting on. Why would he put the extra protection piece on this side? That's kind of odd because there's nobody over there. He's going to go through. He's going to hit Wall Spider. I will skip the dodge because if I take the dodge, they put me there and then surf me. I'm going to take the Mighty Blow hit instead. That's no good. So there. This is a loose cage. This is actually... Let's see what he does with this guard piece. Yeah, so this is actually positive for me. So, I mean, I'm pretty much done with this game, right? But I do have, he left me a Hail Mary here. Because he put this guy over here, oddly, instead of right here where he belongs, this weird cage is going to leave me. It's only a 50-50 to get into the ball. All I got to do is mark this guy right here with, like, the loner. And then this guy can go through, and he's got a, you know, a 50-50. And it's got dodge, so it's actually 75% chance to hit this ball. Like this is a doable cage dive. It's a doable 1 die. And then if I get that, I take the Black Widow and I put her down here, and then I take my AG5 piece and then hopefully pick up whatever loose ball there is and throw it to her. and then potato her, and then I hope that she can fucking get away from. And if this guy's knocked down, he's the one with tackle, so maybe there's a chance. We're saying there's a chance. We're saying there's a chance. So when the loner goes out there and makes a dodge, it's nice. He guards the mummy. Here comes the cage dive. 4+, make it easy. That's not good. Got to reroll that. You knock him down. Knock him down. Oh shit, this could fucking happen. We could fucking steal a fucking goal out of this, and if our guys come back, we have a chance. The ball is actually in an okay spot, man. We'll move the witch back there. We could steal this fucking game. It's still a fucking huge Hail Mary. I have to do from right here. I got to do let's see, 3+, 3+. Well, excuse me. This is a 2, 3. 3, 2. It's a 2+ pickup to throw. AG5 is solid, man. Here we go. YOLO! Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, failed the last one. I used my reroll. So that ain't good. Almost fucking made it, though. Let's check out these dice, man. I almost did this. That'd have been a fucking hellacious fucking play. So, Tarantula did the 3+ dodge. Did the 2+ dodge. Got the GFI. Did the 3+ dodge and failed. That sucks. That sucks. I would have needed one more GFI, I think. No, actually, that's the last dodge I needed. I would have needed to do a 2+ pickup and then a 2+ throw, or a 3+ throw actually. So it was close, man. It was close, but I had to use the reroll on getting the ball free. Oops, let's go ahead and play. Had to use the reroll on getting the ball free, so I couldn't reroll that dice. That'd have been neat. That'd have been a neat fucking. Because then I could have gone down there, and then hopefully Spider doesn't knock him down. And then he would only have fucking 3 turns to score. To tie it up, force overtime. And then maybe the heat affects him. But it didn't work, so we'll knock around Wolf Spider. We'll knock him once, twice. Mighty Blow doesn't hit him. That's good. I think we'll keep pushing him. Yeah, we'll push him again. Wolf Spider. Blodge does a thing. Blodge is actually useful for the first time all game, which is really nice. So this guy with his unskilled will be fine. Oh, man, he fucking gets the POW. At least he doesn't have Mighty Blow, so that's something my way. Go through, hit the loner. I don't even know why he blitzed the loner there. Gets the armor break, like he could have used the mummy. Mummy just had to. Mummy was hit him. That's weird. Go through, pick it up with the best piece he has, the Super Ghoul, super expensive Super Ghoul, and go into the cage. Can we YOLO again? We're gonna go through. My thought was I'll try and pick this guy off with the witch, but I failed the GFI and I'm out of rerolls. Because my thought was, if I can pick this guy off, maybe I can do some kind of weird cage dive. He's gonna go potato this guy now. I'm out of tricks. I'm out of Hail Marys. If it were me, I would step on this AV7 guy. But he doesn't need to, man. He's got the game fucking wrapped up. All he's gotta do is surround him. He's all right. Which is going to do, of course. Get back there to help protect this potato. Go up and hit the only standing elf on the pitch. And POW her, because why not? Because why not? And then pile on her, because why not? Armor break. I was hoping for a KO or a badly hurt, either one of them. Well, probably not a badly hurt, because I don't want this guy to get any SPP, because I don't need him to get any tackle for the next game. Because right now he's only got 1, and that's, like I said, my best chance is this game. So if he doesn't get tackle and everybody's alive, then maybe I have a chance next game too. It's a slim chance if I have it, but it'll be there. So I go through. I don't know what he's going to do over here. He's just kind of screwing around. I'm just passing the turn. Like I'm out of tricks, so let's just let him do his thing. Throws it to him. He's going to get a touchdown. I pass. This game's over. So he gets a touchdown. Does a little dance that he likes to do. Stupid little dance. It's 51 points, so that's not good, because if he gets like an MVP or something, or an injury next turn, then he'll get tackle if I manage to win next game. So hopefully he doesn't get the MVP, because I don't need him any more tackle, and then we'll go. You got the MVP. So literally nothing good happened. The blitz, I said literally, the blitz was the only good thing. Everything else was. I don't feel like this game was winnable. I feel like I made a fucking valiant effort at it in the second half. I did the best I could. I just don't think that game was winnable, man. That was everything went against me all the way down to the MVP, where now he can get fucking tackle this guy for game 2. 13 armor breaks to what? What was it? 13 armor breaks to 1. He had 16 SPP. I had 9. He threw 35 blocks, which is, and if I held undead to 35 blocks, I usually feel pretty good. I only threw 14, but for whatever reason, these numbers are so low since I just had nobody on the pitch, because all these removals happened right away. And then of course I removed myself 7 times. So he removed 5. I removed 2 more. So you're welcome. That is game 1. That was my best opportunity to win this game, to win a game. So game 2, game 2 I played last night. I'm gonna go ahead and whoops. We're gonna go ahead and go into it. I'm gonna stop this stream and start a new one. Let's go ahead and go. Game 2 coming up next. See ya.